Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another HFY narration. Today, we will be reading A Race with a Different Kind of Power, made by you/GooddeerNicebear. Thanks for the writer's permission. Hope you'll enjoy. Let's begin. Please take a seat, and let's begin. What is it you wanted to ask about? Thank you for the timely accommodation. It's nothing too serious, I think at least, but I came here to clarify just in case. Very well, I'm listening. I have been performing a routine production chain inspection, and I have found some unusual and frankly confusing changes. Such as, for some reason, the Maxi Drink brewery I oversee has replaced all its stock of dyes with much less vibrant alternatives. And we seem to switch to the garbled fruit syrup as our sweetener. I've talked to the low-level managers, and they told me it was a top-down order. But I wasn't notified of such a change. I apologize for stepping out of line, but the dyes alone will cost us a great sum in comparison to the older ones. And, our forever thirst effect will disappear with the change of sweeteners. I also observed, the inspector said while putting a bottle of fizzy drink on the table. The backside of the packaging has gained an informative section. The composition information provided isn't enough to give our competitors an insight into our recipe. But the sole fact it's there is concerning to me. And, he said while putting his finger on a little picture near the text. Why are we advertising our drink scores a measly 4 out of 10 on the nutrition scale? The being on the other side of the desk watched in a sort of embarrassment. They paid attention to the conversation, but occasionally were seen clicking onto their datapad. I see that we've made quite the mistake indeed. I'm sorry. The guidance department has been performing at its maximum capacity this month. You must have been accidentally skipped over. Yes, you are correct in all those matters. Dyes will cost us truthfully entire double digits of our profits, and I am aware that we won't be able to keep our customers loyal with the change of the sweetener. But the problem is, they said in quite a saddened tone, we have no choice. As I said, you should have been notified. Rest assured that these changes are indeed coming from the top, and don't apply to just your brewery. We have recently entered the human market, and while they do things differently than the rest of the galaxy, we would have been deemed too dangerous for the general public if we kept to our standard procedures. And there's just no way we can afford to pass by a market where tens of billions of creatures can purchase our products. But why change the galactic production lines for a single species? I will admit they're quite populous, but still. Well, you are correct. The rest of our client races outnumber them severely, but even so, our estimates put the potential income increase from this expansion at around 27%. Oh my. How is that possible? Yet again, they do things a bit differently. Their wealth is significantly more spread out, and while the Korg are wealthier on paper, only their nobility can purchase our products. The rest of the population can only dream of having a sip of the maxi drink. But in human society, half of them can afford a bottle of it weekly. I see. That does make sense now. I am concerned about our standing internationally still, however. Won't Markish Breeze and Olpa snatch our customers in the non-human markets? It is significantly harder to be competitive now. Don't worry about that. Our persuasion team is currently on a tour of all major governmental capitals across the galaxy. We still are the biggest corporation in the galaxy, and we intend to use that influence. I don't follow. We prepared a series of bills to be adopted in the near future across all civilized space. If we have to abide by human standards, others will too. Not to mention the PR boost of being the sole advocates of consumer welfare in the industry. I see. Well, that does fill me with confidence. Thank you for the talk. I'm sorry to have taken up your time. No fault of your own. I'm glad you understand. I hope you were an isolated case of not being informed. I don't want... I'm pretty sure the whole queue is full of inspectors like me. Fetch Inc.'s representative was talking to me earlier about not understanding the new seatbelt rule. Thank you for listening. I'm glad to still have you here. This one was certainly enjoyable. I apologize for the lack of uploads, as I have chosen to laze off, and also, I realize doing a proper series would have to wait until I can narrate better. So, for now, we should probably stick to short ones. If you have stuck around, go and show your appreciation to the writer on HFY. I hope you're having a good day, and I'll see you in the next one.